All right, in this video, we're going to look at using Firefly to codify SQL databases in Google Cloud. So there's two components really that we're concerned with at this point, and there would be the database instance that actually runs the database and the SQL database itself. Now here I have uh, a database instance that's unmanaged and the database itself is managed, but that's not going to be really relevant to the use case that we're going to be looking at. So in this case, I just want to create, let's say from a use case perspective, we want to deploy another instance and be able to deploy databases on it. Or, maybe we're in a dev test environment and we want to clone it off as another instance that we can do some testing with, or we want to be able to deploy something similar to another region to have multiple instances in different regions for HA and things like that. So knowing that the SQL database has a dependency on the database instance, that's really going to be my focus of concern for when I go to codify for these purposes. And so when I go to codify on this resource, I want to go to the codify all dependencies option where I'll get the database configuration as well as the database instance configuration. Now, if I was looking to just codify existing resources, I would do a little bit different, right? I would just select the database instance, I would codify it, add my import blocks to get it imported, and I'd push that code. But in this use case, I want to take this code and I want to go and deploy another database instance with a database on it with the same configuration as this particular resource. So in that case, I'm actually going to just copy the code here. I'm not going to do my pull request because there are a few changes I need to make. Again, if I was importing, I'd simply add my import blocks, do my pull request, and I'd let my normal pipeline just take over, do the plan and apply, and get that imported under management. But in this case, I want to deploy new resources, and so I'm going to have to change some names and things of the such. Now that I have this, I'll just go ahead and paste my code right in there. I'm going to make a simple change. I'm just going to make some things unique in case they conflict with my other code for my other SQL instance. And then I'm just going to go ahead and give it a unique name. We'll just add a 2 and a 2. And once we save that, we'll do our Terraform plan. And now we'll see there's 2 to add. So the plan output's going to add that new SQL database instance and then add this database to it. So we'll go ahead and just do the plan and apply. And it's about that simple. Now I could have changed the region. I could have changed the project if I wanted to put it in a different region or project. But just as a simple example, a couple of quick minor changes, and now I'm going to have another SQL database instance and another SQL database.